Hi everybody, this is Tim, and this video is going to be part 5 of the WordPress tutorial. And what I'm going to show you briefly in this is how to change backgrounds if you have a really ugly background behind your blog or theme. See, now this is the one that's default. It's just this gray. You got all your content and everything in the middle, and you can make that everything you want, but this looks ugly to me. I don't care for it. So what do I do with that? So I'll show you how you do that. You go over to your editor again, over here on the left, and you want to go over here to the right, and usually style sheet comes up by default. If it doesn't, then choose style sheet, and then you'll scroll down in the style sheet, and here in body is the actual color of that. Now what I use is a website right here, and it has all these different colors, and it gives you the codes to put in there to make those colors. So this address is, let me see here, boy, it's pretty long. Let me see what I got it in my, yeah, it's a very long address, but I'm gonna put the highlighter up here so you can look at it and write it down. It looks like it's www.stephen/Stephen_Marshall/web_graphics/ colors, spelled kind of like the Europeans do it with the OURS, .html #named _colors, again spelled the way the Europeans do it. So you can write all that down. Pause the video right at this spot and write all that down. Go to this site and then bookmark it. I use it all the time, and I have it right in my web tools here. So I want to change my gray, my ugly gray. I don't like that. What do I want to make it? Oh, let's do something. How about orchid? Let's see what that looks like. Probably going to be kind of ugly, but so I go in here and I just copy this code and go back to my edit window, and there in the background I paste that color in there. Now you might want to write down on a piece of paper where you're at here, body, background, and write down the one that was in there in case you want to change it back. And then just update the file and go visit the site up here at the top. Okay, and I'll hit refresh, and that should change all this gray. Yeah, it did. Okay, there's your orchid. I don't care much for that color, but that's strictly just to give you an idea how to do it. Now also, sometimes in these themes, that is actually going to be a wallpaper. That's going to be a file, usually a JPEG file. And the easy way to find that out is whatever theme you're using, go into your FileZilla. Let me go back and connect over again so I start right at the beginning. astrologysite.info, and I connect. And you'll go to public HTML, and then you'll go down to content, WP content, and themes. And the one I'm using is clean copy, so I'll click on that, and I'm using clean copy right sidebar, so I'll click on that and go down to images. So the only thing that's in there is the header and the RSS PNG, so I know that that's not an actual file. Let me look at one of the other themes that I just happen to have in here. It's elegant. I don't have it installed, but we'll take a look at it and look in the images, and does not look like main background. Here it is right here, right there, main-bg.jpg. So if I had that theme installed and I wanted to change it, I would go out and find wallpaper and something that I liked on the internet, some free wallpaper, and I would copy that, save that background to my desktop, rename it main-bg.jpg, and upload it into this very file here, or folder, I'm sorry, and that would change your background. So that's how you would change that if you don't like the color that surrounds your site. So I'm gonna get a different color real quick, and instead of that other one, let's do dark magenta, see what that looks like. This site is strictly for just playing around with anyways, so I'm going to go back in and change this right here, paste and update, and go to visit site, and then we'll hit refresh, and there it is. There's the magenta. Now, one way that I have of finding out if I'm looking for a color, because let me tell you something, I am not a PHP coder or a programmer by any stretch of the imagination. So everything I do is kind of by trial and error, hit or miss. So what you need to do is when you go into your site, let's go into this one here. And for example, we know that this is the same color right here. This is the color that we're using. So if I go back into my control panel and I go to that style sheet, and I don't know where the file is or the color is for this. So we'll go into edit, astrology site again. Okay, there we are. So let's get in here real quick. Now see, I needed to change the footer to match that if I wanted to. And you go over here to the edit, appearance editor, into the style sheet, and we're already there. Now I don't know if this is the right color, the right file, or the right part code in this file that I want to change. So I want to make sure that this is the right one. So I'm going to copy this, and I go to my ClickBank ads, where you create your ads on here, and I'll just put it in the box here for the background and see what color comes up and see if that's a match. Paste, and then you do live preview. Let me make the text black. Okay, there it is. There's the color, and if I look at my site, it's exactly the same. So I know now that that one that I copied and put into the program from ClickBank, this code right here, background, that's the one that I want to change, because that matches the one around my theme. So that I use ClickBank's little color thing here all the time as a way to determine which code in the actual file is the one I'm trying to change. Because like I said, it's hit or miss with me. I'm not a coder, and I just kind of have an idea where I want to look. So I wanted to show you that real quick. And then there was something else. Oh, okay. So I'm going to pause for a minute because I have to get an article. So I'll pause this real quick. I'll be right back then. Okay, I'm going to go over to posts, and I'm going to open that arrow there. I'm going to go add new, and I'm going to paste this article in here that I have. And it's about horoscopes, about the first sign of the zodiac, Aries. I'm going to highlight this and make it 12 point. And I'm going to also make sure that it's black. So I'll do that, and I'm going to publish that, and then I'm going to come back and put the name in the top there. Okay, I'm going to put the title in there. Why precisely Aries? I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to put why is Aries the first zodiac sign. I don't know that much about zodiac and horoscopes. I don't do much with it. I just happen to pick that subject to do this example. So there's my new post, okay? Now if I go look at all my posts, there they are. There's my new one I just put up, and I'm going to go to quick edit here, and I am going to check to see if this box has a check mark in it. If I want to let people make a comment on here, I'll just put a check mark, allow comments. If I don't, I'll take that out of there if it's already in there. Now the categories I'm going to put it under, it's in uncategorized. I'm going to put it under astrology and horoscopes. And that's the categories. I'll leave that in, and I'm going to update the post. Now if this was a particular article, let's look at the site, and you'll see that that's the top one now, and it pushed the other one down the page. There it is. Now if I wanted to make this always my very first article, you'll see on the forum, you'll sometimes see postings that are sticky, says sticky, I'm sorry. And what you do with those is, the reason is you go to quick edit and make this post sticky and update it. So no matter what you post after this particular article is always going to be the first one on the page. See, now it says sticky. So if we go back to our site and look, there it is, and it will always be there, and everything I post after this will be down below this. And then there's couple other things real quick I want to show you. I got a couple of really cool pictures off the internet of some astrology. I'm going to show you how to insert a photo in your post. I'm going to put it right at the beginning of the post like this. So you go up here to upload insert. You got video and you got image, add an image. And it will take you here to select a file, and then you'll browse. I have it on my desktop, and I got several pictures off the internet there of different things on astrology. There's some pretty cool stuff out there. If you're into astronomy, I'm not. Let's do this one. Let's do Cosmos. I don't remember exactly what that one is. Now this is going to put it in there at medium size, 300 by 225, which is okay because you don't really want the full size in there. And you can make it left, right, or center. I'm just going to make it left. It's got none selected. Don't go down here and click Save All Changes. Click right here, Insert into Post. Now you can put alt text in here. You can put a caption or description if you want. If you're linking that picture to someplace, you'd put it right there. I'm not linking it, so I'm taking that out, and I'm going to insert into post. And there it is. There's your Cosmos. So we'll update and look at the site, and there you have it. There's Cosmos on your very first post. Now I got another one. I'm going to try a different picture. That one's kind of, it's nice, but now, so you just select it. It gives you the nodes around it. Delete it. I'm going to go to Insert an Image, Add an Image. I'm going to go back to Select Files, and on my hard drive, on my desktop actually, I saved them to. There was some other ones I want to see what they were. Majesty. Can't remember what that was. Let me change the view on these so I can actually see what they are. I'll make them icons, and I should be able to see which ones were astrology pictures. These are just folders. Okay, here's some. This one here, let's do 3443, whatever that is. It's nebulous or something. Okay, same thing. It's got it in there. It's got the name of it. You can rename it on before you do that. I'm going to take this link out of there. I don't need it. And I'm going to leave it left. I'm going to do it large, and then I'm going to show you how to resize it if by chance it's there. And you can also do thumbnail. If you do thumbnail, leave that link in there, because then when you click on the thumbnail, it'll take you to the bigger picture. So I'm going to make it the 300 by 225, and once again you insert into post, and there it is. Now that's a little too big, so I want to make that smaller. So you select it. Once you got the nodes, let me get off it and go back. You see right here it gives you this little thing, edit image. So I'm going to click on that, and there it is, and I want to make that about 80% of what it actually is. So I'm going to click 80%, and then I'm going to go down here and update. So now that'll make that a little bit smaller. Over to the side here and update your post. And there is a plugin, I don't know it off the top of my head, that actually does this text wrap around a photo. I will get back with you on another video and show you how to use that one. So let's look at the site. We updated it. Let's click at the site with that picture in there. And there it is. And if that's too big, let's change it. Let's make it a little smaller. That's still too big. I don't really want that big in there. So I'll go back to it and click on it. Go up here to this little picture, edit image, and I'm going to make it, now it already changed it to 80%, so I'm going to change it to 80% of the 80% by clicking on 80% there. Is that a little confusing? And update, and over here, update your post on the right. And let's go back and look at the site. And there, now the picture's a little bit smaller. So that's how you put a picture in your post and how you edit it to change the size of it.